extra point. Before you make the extra point, you have to score the touchdown. We start our high school frenzy with Mifflin County at Hershey. Trojans on the move. Look at that sideline throw and catch from Cameron Sweeney. The leaning grab was McGill. Zagaseda keeps his feet in bounds. Fresh set of downs for Hershey. This drive culminates with Sean Elliott in the end zone. Powers his way in from short yardage, and the first score of the game comes in the second quarter. We go to the Huskies on offense, and they're going to look across the middle. But watch the great coverage to knock the ball away at the last second. It's Zagaseda again. He knows how to track a pass. Trojans take over, and once again, they're going to bring it close to the end zone, and once again, Elliott stretches in. Hershey moves to 3-1 on the season. The final is 35-7. Well, thanks for staying up a little bit later for the high school football frenzy, week number 4. I'm Todd Sadowski. That's Evan Brooks. You're going to hear from Alex Cawley in just a bit. We're still making the rounds to all the big games. We're starting with the only game this week that features a pair of undefeated teams from our region, Evan.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. Susquehanna Township and West Perry both have their sights set on 4-0, and both feature a talented roster of players which have given opponents fits this season. Enough of the talking. We picked this one up in the second half. The Mustangs enjoying a 3-point lead. That's until this. Xavier Rivera takes the handoff right up the middle and gets in the end zone, and Susquehanna Township says, "I'll take that right back. Thank you." Coach Eden, yeah, he's all smiles on the sideline, but the Mustangs will respond. Fourth down, they pull out their trickery. It's a fake punt. Hayden Flesher rolls out and hits Brad Hockenberry on the throwback, completely fools the Indians defense, and he's got nothing but space. Makes 2 defenders miss and takes it into the end zone. 68 yards to the house as the Mustangs take back the lead. Coach Bowden says, "Yeah, I got some tricks up my sleeve." Then the Mustangs on the move again, this time on the screen. Guess who? It's Hockenberry again. He follows his blockers and clearly was inspired by the angry run segment that the NFL puts on. Rumbles in from 25 yards out to make the lead a 2-score game. That's good enough to make everyone in the student section go crazy. The Indians would need a big play and fast, and they would get it. Hockenberry on the carry, but he fumbles, and it's recovered by Darian Brown. He falls on it, and that gives Susquehanna Township some life. Then they're back to work. Torrin Evans looking over the middle, but his pass is picked off. Cole Brown is Johnny on the spot for the Mustangs. He returns the ball all the way to the West Perry 40 to keep Susquehanna Township off the board. Then it's the dagger for West Perry. Brown's fake so good, he gets everyone in the stadium, including myself. Hits a wide open Trent Hockenberry, who hits the Jets and strolls into the end zone. That would be the final nail in the coffin as West Perry improves to 4-0, picks up the huge win. 31-14 is the final.
Sky's the limit. You know, if they stay together and they keep playing together. We even had one of our starters get hurt on the very first play, and people stepped up. So guys have to be able to step up from this team, and I think the sky's the limit for us right now.
We wanted it so much. We've been praying and prepping for this all week. We've been doing everything, and I'm so happy we came out with the victory. We played a great game.
The Mustangs are fired. Just the type of victory to give you confidence for the rest of the season. They will travel to take on Middletown next week.
All right, good stuff, Evan. We stay in the mid-pen. Bishop McDevitt bounced back from a 1-point loss to Harrisburg with a convincing victory over Chambersburg. This week, they host their rivals from Cedar Cliff. The Colts were edged by 1 point in their Week 3 game with CD East. Crusaders take the field for the second half on top, 35-9, looking for more. Opening drive after the break, Maurice Barnes runs strong up the middle, gashes the Colts defense. Then senior QB Stone Saunders, well, he asked Coach Wechter, "Hey, can we mix in a pass?" He says, "No problem." Quick completion out wide to the left for Jean-Tal Quick. Saunders 13 of 16 for 290 yards and 4 touchdowns in this game. Now to end the drive, they're going to give it to Barnes again. He's going to go around the left side, and he knows how to finish off a drive with the touchdown. Grows the lead to 42-9. The Colts respond. When they get the ball, they got a guy in the backfield, tough to bring down. His name is Princeton Dent, and he finds a hole through the left side, almost makes it to pay dirt. He's going to need an extra yard, and it's going to take a few more plays, but it's Dent who fights his way across the goal line. A little bit of window dressing to the score. Crusaders pour it on for the 56-16 victory. Next stop is Juniata. The Indians return home this week to take on the 3-0 James Buchanan Rockets. Best start in 30 years for JB High. First possession, Rockets having a little trouble getting it going. The snap is over the head of the quarterback. It's a free-for-all. The Indians pounce on it in the end zone. It's a safety. First 2 points of the game to zip. On the ensuing Indians possession, Rockets try to keep the Indians at bay. Alex Brake finds a hole, shoots through, he gets to the quarterback, takes him down for the huge sack in the backfield. The Indians would respond, though. Same possession. Wyatt Aaron Zeller gets the Rockets on a screen. Tulane Piper fools the entire defense. Look at that collision at the end. They keep him out of the end zone at the 1. Juniata would punch it in from there. It's Aaron Zeller gets in on the 1-yard QB sneak. Indians extend their lead. Coach likes what he sees, though, as the Indians improve to 2-2 with a 48-0 win. From Perry County to York County, our Alex Cawley makes the trek to the Hanover area where the lights are on at Delone Catholic and Southwestern.
Forward to being back home after a tough week at New Oxford, but the competition does not get any easier in week 4. Dallastown team is not short on seniors, and that experience has shown on the scoreboard. The Cats have outscored their opponents 91-9. Southwestern looks to be the first team to score against Dallastown since week 1, but the Wildcats are looking to be the first on the board. Cody Kistner airing it out. Michael Scott going up, coming down with it in tight coverage. Southwestern's defense, though, brings the pressure. Cats scrambling. Antoine Jefferson is there for the sack. Pushes Dallastown out of field goal range. Dallastown would not be held back again. Scott getting the job done on the ground. He waits for the hole to develop, makes some nice cuts, and gets into the end zone. Puts the Wildcats in front 7-0. Southwestern was ready to make this one a game. Bryce Graham's going to find Owen Allen right down the sidelines and hits him in stride. He's got some yards after the catch, but is pulled down just inside the 10. That sets up a Mustangs touchdown to tie things up. But Scott, the Arizona State commit, he's got more tools than a Swiss Army knife. He boots the field goal through to go with his 4 touchdowns in the 30-21 Dallastown victory. The Canners have opened up a can of, well, you know, 3-0 for the first time since 2012. Biglerville taking their show on the road as Delone Catholic has put together back-to-back wins. Squires take a 28-7 lead into the half with this one here. The Canners want to make moves in the third. The pitch goes to, but Caden Hicks doesn't care who it's going to. Comes out of nowhere, drops him for a 5-yard loss. Later in the quarter, Biglerville starting to draw closer. Bo Forney with a dime to Aiden Hoffman. He's out inside the 5-yard line. A few plays later, Forney rolling right on the QB keeper. Eventually busts through the goal line. It's just a 2-score game. The Delone student section, though, won't back down. Neither will the Delone defense. Canners rolling out, looking to convert on 4th down, but Braden Claybaugh picking it off. We'll get a nice return. Biglerville makes a run, but it's the Squires with the 28-20 win. Keeping it in the York Adams, Central York, Spring Grove, both coming off road W's. Late first quarter, Central York's Brooklyn Nace fakes the handoff, takes it in for the 8-yard touchdown run. They're up 14-0. Spring Grove takes over. Braden Smith splits the defenders, makes a great catch and holds on to the ball through the big hit. Second quarter now, 4th and goal. Nace on the move again, but his pass into the end zone gets broken up. Holding Gobrecht coming up big for the Rockets. Spring Grove takes over, and the Panthers defense would make them pay for it all night. Colin Gurley with the huge hit to force a fumble, recovered by Quentin Dolly. He's taking it to the house. Scoop 6, Central York cruises 40-0. When the high school football frenzy returns,